The main strength of our agency here, the Cincinnati Police Department, is clearly the people, the officers, and the civilians that work here. I have an outstanding group of people, 1,350 strong, that love Cincinnati, love what they do, and do an excellent job in the deliverability of the service of being a police officer. We definitely convey how important it is to be collaborative and engaged with the community every single day. We walk our talk, so we're very transparent, we're visible in the community, we don't run from those rough places and those situations that are trying. We face those head on. But Cincinnati is a world-class city, and because of that we have a lot of events. Nearly every weekend from May through October we have some big festival or some big event, two major league sports teams, so we're always, this is a city that's on the move, it's on the groove. It really is a hip place. And so when we incident plan for our events, I put a new little twist in this year. What I tried to do is employ what I call public safety teams. And so in our high-profile locations, we had police officers, we had citizens on patrol, which supplement what we do. We used our explorers, our young people, our cadets, and we used just our God Squad and our clergy from our community to be the moral voice and peace ambassadors, and it worked. At our big events this year, we didn't have any situations, no violence, no reckless behavior, nothing.
Primary duties of the Canine Bomb Detection Unit would be proactive searching at major city events. Any type of place where there'll be a large number of people together for an event, we're there. We're doing our thing. We're actively searching for possible explosives and devices that have been left. One of the biggest strengths of this unit is we're mobile. The dog can go virtually anywhere.
The Cincinnati Initiative to Reduce Violence is a world-class, evidence-based violence reduction model. And basically, we employ the moral voice of the community to help us reduce violent acts and criminality in high-profile neighborhoods.
The Quality of Life team was formed in the spring of 2014. It is a results-driven, community service-oriented group of 10 officers. This group of officers serves out of the Chief's office. They are deployed 2 to each district in the 5 districts. They work in a concentrated area, so we look at the violence that's going on in the neighborhood, along with some community input and of course the commander input in that district. And that team goes into that neighborhood based off that data and the violence, and they work in a concentrated area for 90 days. So it could be a building, it could be a place, a frequent caller, those type of things, and for 90 days they're getting focused attention from those 2 officers and other resources that we bring into that.
Being a member of the Quality of Life team is it's a unique opportunity for police officers. We get to focus on complaints or concerns that the community generates. And we actually get to spend a significant amount of time, 90 to 120 days, solely on that one project.
My Quality of Life project, which I just completed, was in Avondale at 3522 Running Road at Ponciana apartment buildings. We had recently had a homicide there, and the community was in an uproar. They didn't really know how to handle the situation, so my partner and I was able to come in and help them come to a resolution, because a lot of the businesses and the community members didn't feel safe walking around in the area. So we kind of helped them to come to a solution where we all can work together and they can feel safe and come outside and do their things that they normally would do in a neighborhood.
To reduce crime in these areas, we have been very effective. We just started our first project, ended in June, and we were able to take, for example, calls for service in one area down by 90%. So we start with, in one building, 18 calls for service in a 30-day period, and bring it down to 1. I mean, those are fantastic results that you cannot argue with.
The Youth Services Program, our #1 goal is to create a safe environment for students at their schools and the faculty that works there, as well as other staff that's in the school. We have SROs that work in the Cincinnati Public Schools, They provide security there. They also provide mentoring and counseling for the students. They support the staff that's there. They actually become a part of the school, which helps in the community because they realize that we're police officers, but we're also a part of the community. The GREAT program is Gang Resistance Education and Training. All of our school resource officers have been trained with GREAT. It is a nationally known program. It has been evaluated and proven to be effective. And the program works with, primarily with middle school age kids, where we're not really teaching them about gangs per se, but we teach them about just how to avoid getting into trouble, getting into gangs, how to avoid getting talked into using drugs and all the different things that kids are can be forced into. As law enforcement, we hear a lot about it takes a village, and what we're trying to do in the Youth Services Unit is just to do our part in that village. Everybody has to play a role. Like I said, we can't necessarily be the parent for every one of these children, but we can do something. And even if we help one child at a time, is what we're going after. And we're just going to try to do our best to show them that there's a better way, those who may be going down the wrong path.
No, it is absolutely the most important thing in law enforcement that you be engaged and present and accountable in your community. It has to be a we. There can't be an I in the equation, or a me. And so our officers get that. They understand that they are connected to the people who live here. They serve those people. Those people are us. So make no mistake about it, my platform, my agenda, my premise, everything about my being is that we become the best police department in the United States by being engaged, collaborative, transparent, and truthful.